guys, so I have another book haul slash in my mailbox for you. I have 12 books to show you, quite modest compared to my more recent hauls, but I do still have way more like stacked up to show you. But I haven't felt like sitting down and actually recording. I've been feeling really meh. So okay, here we go. The first book that I got is from Chocolate, and this is Beneath an Irish Sky by Isabella Connor. And I'm not entirely sure what this is about, but I think it's about two guys that they sort of have a history, and they both meet like two women, and they try to like put this past behind them or something. So yeah, it's quite big. By the time this haul goes up, I might have read this because it's their August release, and I want to try and get it read in August. So we'll see. The next book that I have is one that I've heard a lot of good things about, and that's All Our Yesterdays by Christine Terrell. I do like this cover, but I think I prefer the US cover. And this is something to do with time travel, in that this girl's been told that to save her future she has to go back in time and kill the boy that she's in love with. I've heard a lot of people say that it's fantastic and that it's like a thrill ride type read, and this came out on the 1st of August, which is actually the day that I'm recording this, just for a point of reference, because this could be going up in quite a while. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to that. Actually, I was hoping to get to it in August, but we shall see. The next couple of books I received were from Random House, and the first one is Witchfall by Victoria Lamb. This is book 2. The first book is Witchstruck, which I bought last year. Haven't got to it yet, but I am hoping to get to it soon. I know I say that like all the time, but it's about witches, but it's set in like the Tudor period, and you guys know me, you know I love my historical reads, and the Tudors is a particular time in history that really intrigues me, and so to have sort of a paranormal YA series set there, it's perfect for me. So yeah, there's that. Beautiful covers, and this does it say when this came out on the 4th of July, and it actually says that Witchstruck won Romantic Novelist Association's YA Novel of the Year, so that's quite interesting. Or the sequel won it, so one of them won something. Okay, it's been a long day. The next one that I have is another sequel, and that's Dearly Beloved by Leah Habel. This is the sequel to Dearly Departed, another one that I am yet to read but really want to. It's a zombie series, and it's set in the future where this society take on the sort of morals and beliefs of the Victorians, so they're called the New Victorians. Sounds so good. I've been wanting to get to Dearly Departed, which is just by my shoulder here, for quite some time, so hopefully I'll be able to get to it. But I love these covers, I really do. They're kind of cute, like, even though obviously he's a zombie, still kind of Gone with the Wind-esque. I like them, and this came out way back in the beginning of the year, 3rd of January, so quite some time ago, but looking forward to get to that. I haven't heard a lot about the sequel actually. I've heard a few things about Dearly Departed, but not so much about the sequel. So, and the next one I've got is one that I'm so excited for, and I really, really want to read like now, and that's Time Between Us by Tamara Ireland Stone. And this is a book that it's being said that it has great crossover appeal for both young adults. It is a young adult novel, but also for adults, because it's supposedly a bit like The Time Traveler's Wife. Basically, this the 17-year-old boy in 2012 can travel through time, and something he does endangers his sister, I think it is. And he travels back in time to like 1995, and he meets a girl there, and it's sort of a romance, but how can they be together when they live in different times? Kind of thing. It sounds so good. I love this cover. This is like, you guys know, this has me written all over it. This cover, this is perfect. So yeah, so excited to get this, and this one came out on the 4th of July. So excited to get to this. Then on to some books that I bought. There's a good eclectic mix here. One that I bought from the supermarket is sort of a Regency historical romance, fluffy type read, because if you saw my wrap up for July, you'll see that I kind of am in a phase right now where I'm just craving those light, fluffy reads, because I don't really know why, but I felt myself not knowing what to read, and they were the answer, and I was just like devouring them. So when I saw this, I picked it up, and it's Cinderella in the Regency Ballroom by Deb Marlowe. And this one called to me because it's a bind up. There's two stories in here. One is her Cinderella season, and the other one is Tall, Dark and Disreputable. But my mum laughs at me because I love fairy tale retellings, but the retelling that I have the most of, like, things of, is Cinderella. Cinderella seems to be like retold all the time. I have loads of film versions of it. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I have book versions of it. So, you know, I love my Regency romance, and then to see one with Cinderella in the title, I was like, yeah, we'll buy that. I don't know why a Regency woman would be so heavily made up as this woman so clearly is. That is a downside, is that I'm like, what have you done to this cover? But other than that, it's quite pretty. So yeah, I saw it and it was like £3.85. I was just in a spending mood as well, to be honest. So I was just like, yeah, I'll buy that. Another one I picked up from the supermarket was Angel Fall by Susan E. And this is like a post-apocalyptic story with angels, and it was apparently a publishing phenomenon because it was self-published, and then it was so popular that Hodder picked it up. But I've heard really good things about this. I love the cover for it. I think it's really simple but really pretty. And I have started to hear a few things about it. I think it was the Book Monster did a review, and she completely sold it to me. So yeah, I wanted to check this out, and as it was in the supermarket, it was cheap, so I thought I'd get it while it was in the chart. Then I pre-ordered a book, and that was Angel Fever by L.A. Weatherly. This is the third and final book in the Angel trilogy. It's quite beastly. Angel book 1, I think it was Angel Fire or something in the US, but it was one of my all-time favourite books. I absolutely loved it. I devoured that book. I've reread it, but I haven't read book 2 yet because one, because my expectations are obviously extremely high, and two, because I kind of wanted to have the whole trilogy together before I read it, and book 2 came out over a year ago. I've been waiting, what is it, almost 2 years for this, maybe 20 months, somewhere along those lines. Book 2 came out ages ago, like ages and ages ago, so I've been waiting for this one. The covers to the UK ones, the colours are really nice, but the people totally ruin it. They look ridiculous, like honestly. they don't look real, they look quite bad. But it's not the cover that matters with the series, it's the content, and it's a series that I highly recommend. Especially, it's a bit like Angel Form, in that angels are the bad guys and everything you know about angels is wrong. So if you're looking for something along those lines, pick up this series. It's not something I see a lot of in BookTube. Then I took a trip to the works, like you do. I picked up 4 books. 3 were in the 3 for £5 deal, but one of them I couldn't find any other books that I wanted in the deal, so I just picked up a random one. The first one is Nora Roberts' The Winning Hand, and this is one of the McGregor books. There we go. Out of all of her books, as you know I collect her books, out of all of her books, the McGregors are some of my favourites of hers, and I've got quite a few but not all of them, and I needed this one, so got that. And then the other 3, I picked up Valiant by Holly Black. This is one of the books in her Modern Fairy Tales, and quite a while ago my friend bought me, I think she bought me book 1 and book 3. I'm not entirely sure of the order. Does it say in here? I think this might be book 3. I don't know where in this comes. I know this is the one I was missing, and I think this is the one that's vaguely based on Beauty and the Beast. It's such a cool cover. I really love it. I love on covers these like swirly patterns. So I love that. I knew I needed to get this book, but I just, I'm not in any hurry to get to it, so the fact that it was in the works for so cheap made me get it. And the next one that I got is And Then She Fell by Stephanie Lawrence. This is part of her Sinster series. This is it's like you have her, it's basically a Regency family, and there's branches of it, and there are some that come under like different series. Overall they come under the Sinsters, but then it breaks off, and this is a duology about 2 sisters, and this is the first one, and I was quite impressed that they had it in the works, because I think this came out this year. Yeah, pretty sure it came out earlier this year, so the fact that they had it was really good. And as I've told you, I've been reading like historical lighter reads, and I enjoy her books. They're not my favourite. Margaret McPhee is probably my favourite Regency author, but I do like these, and I like some of her books more than others. And then the last book that I got was The Marriage Plot by Jeffrey Eugenides. This has been on my wish list for quite some time. I don't 100% know why. As you can see, there's some wear, well not wear, but like it's like losing some colour there. It's not been treated the best in the store. All the like pages and stuff's fine. It's just, I think it's because of the paper that it's made of. It's like it hasn't got like a gloss over it to protect it. It's almost like you're touching normal white paper. Feels very odd. It's about 3 friends, I think, that are at Brown University in the 80s, and I think they all have different personalities, and it's how about them leaving college, and I think 2 of them are in a relationship, or they want to be in a relationship or something. And I know that John Green is a massive Jeffrey Eugenides fan, and I've wanted to read Jeffrey Eugenides for a really long time. But out of all his books, this is his most recent and the one that most appealed to me. So when they had it in the works, I snapped it up. So that's all the books for the moment. As you guys know, you'll probably see a book haul again sometime soon. We know you will. We know. So thank you so much for watching. If you've read any of these, please let me know. I always love to know what you thought of them in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and happy reading, guys.